this is a little messed up. Hold on 1 second. Let's try to fix this just a little bit. This should be down just a touch. I thought I had fixed this, but it looks like it moved on me a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, that's better. Go get your dad. Hi guys. So we are trying to get this ready for today. Bear with me for just a sec. Hey Sherry. All right, I'm just gonna make sure that the computer is working like normal. All the normal stuff that I typically try to do. And then we will get started on our recipe for today. We are making an Italian ham pasta salad. So if you want to follow along or grab the recipe, it's right in the message. All right, so that's working. I never know what to call it, a message, a status, a thread, whatever. In the little comment section that I type, it's in there. All right, so let me pull this up so I can see your guys' comments, and then we should be good to go. All right, I think I'm good. So, good morning, guys. Hi, Courtney. So this morning we are actually doing one of our recipes, so I'm always more nervous because I'm like, if I mess up with my own recipe, then I'm like totally screwed, because how do you mess up one of your own recipes that you're saying cooks in 30 minutes? Like, I know I can make this in 30 minutes, so we should be good, but there's always that like what if might happen. All right, so we're making an Italian ham pasta salad. Typically on days that it's really hot, I really don't like to cook. And so if there's a time that I know it's going to be hot and I try to put this on our meal plan, that way it's just one full meal. Hi, Kathy. It's one full meal, everything, like your protein, your starch, like everything, or your carb. Everything is all inside of one dish. There's no cooking besides the pasta. So that takes like 8 minutes. That's like nothing. But other than that, like there's no, like you're not slaving over the stove all day or anything like that. So it's super easy. It can be made ahead of time. Hi, Mom. My mom just joined. Say hi, Mom. So it can be made ahead of time, a couple days. If you're going to a potluck or a cookout or a picnic, this is a great dish for that. So it's a perfect summer meal. So I always talk, before we get started, I always talk about what I did so you guys don't think that I am tricking you guys or anything like that. So I washed all of our vegetables, so I just rinsed those off, and the only other thing that I did for this recipe is, oh wait, there's 2 more things. I took the ham out of the package. It's an already cooked ham. They're easy to find. I found that at Aldi, so if it's at Aldi, it's everywhere. So it's already cooked, so you want to make sure that, you know, that cuts down on what I'm saying is, you know, the time portion of it. So it already cooked ham. And then I measured out, I put water in a pot to cook the pasta. That way I just don't have to go off of camera multiple times to put that on there. So that's all I did. That took like 35 seconds. You guys know how long it takes to like put water in a pasta dish and rinse off vegetables. So that's all I did. I promise I didn't do too much. So I am going to go ahead. I'm not going to flip like I normally do. I'm not going to flip the camera over for you guys to see the stove because I'm just putting water over there. So I'm just going to take this and put it over there. But first, I need to set the timer. So I have our little timer here. You guys can see it's at 0, so we're not cheating or anything here. I'm going to hit start. You guys can see that it's going. And let's get started. So I'm just going to walk over here. I'm going to put this on the stove, turn that on, and I'm not trying to trick you guys. I don't have like a already like going pot of water or anything. Like there's nothing over there, I promise. You guys can trust me. All right. So the first thing that we are going to do is we actually, I make Italian dressing for this recipe. Obviously you can cut way down. I don't need this bowl yet. You can cut way down on the time of this recipe if you want to just buy like a zesty Italian. You want it to be like a little bit spicy, so definitely grab like the zesty Italian dressing. But we're going to make our own for today. I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to actually make your own dressing, and then it can still be made in under 30 minutes even if you're doing that. So obviously if you're not making your own dressing, it's going to go much faster. The hardest thing of this entire dish is literally cutting up the vegetables and making the pasta. And I hope we all know that pasta is super easy to make. So right now I have 5 cloves of garlic here. I'm just gonna smash that because it's easier to take the skins off if you smash it first, in case you didn't know that little tip. That was so sweet. My mommy, she joins in every once in a while. I don't think she watches the whole thing. She's like, you're boring, I don't cook. My mom doesn't cook, which is weird. It's weird to me because I love to cook. And I'm like, I didn't learn this from you. It's weird. But she likes eating what I make, so there's that. All right, so I have 5 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to take the skin off of those. Why is this taking so long? Hi, Ticia. All right. So, I have the skin off of that, and then we're just going to mince this. Obviously, we talked about, like, if you don't want to make dressing, like, this is going to go much faster. And if you do want to make the dressing and want this to go faster, obviously you can just buy, hi Michelle, obviously you can just buy like already minced garlic. But if you've been watching our shows for a while, you know that I just do it myself. So it's super easy. And I will give my standard disclaimer that if for some reason you are like some famous chef watching my video, I'm just a mom who likes to cook. I don't have like superior knife skills or anything like that, so don't judge how I chop my garlic or any of the other vegetables that we are cutting up today. So with that being said, I'm cutting up some garlic, and we are going to make the Italian dressing for our Italian ham pasta salad that we are making today. So if you want this recipe, you can just grab it in the little status section that I wrote before we started the video. You should just be able to grab it there. All right, so with this dish, you want your garlic to be really fine because we're not cooking the garlic. So I know some people like spicy food, they like spicy garlic that's raw, but especially if you're like going to a potluck or something like that, you want to make sure that you're cutting this pretty small, just because you don't want somebody like taking a big bite of garlic and be like, oh my gosh, this is so spicy, which would be my mother. My mother thinks that, if my mom is still watching, hi mom, my mom thinks that black pepper is spicy, so whenever she is around, I make sure that this is super tiny. All right, so we have that. So I'm gonna throw that into this dish right here. You guys can see that, right? All right. So I am throwing all of our garlic that we just cut into there. The next thing I'm going to do to make this dressing is I am going to cut about, I don't know, I don't need much of this. I need like basically like 1/8 of it. So it's not much at all. Hi Mandy, we are making an Italian ham pasta salad. So if you're just joining, I had said that this is a great recipe if you're going to a barbecue, a cookout, a potluck, whatever you need. Besides cooking, the pasta's on the stove. Well, the water is starting to boil for the pasta on the stove. But other than that, there's no cooking. So it's a fun meal because we don't have to cook. Hi, Kelly. All right, so I have about 1/8 of that onion. It's a red onion. I just like the flavor that red onions give over like a yellow onion. I should have learned my lesson because I can feel my tears start to come in my eyes. I should have just bought an already chopped onion and then been like, all right, so we're gonna pretend that I'm cutting this onion right now so I don't cry for you guys, cause I'm going to. Oh my, I can feel it. Okay, so I laugh every time I do this live. There's not much we haven't done now on Facebook that we had done on Periscope. So I've cried. We've set the smoke detector off. My kids have interrupted us multiple times. What else have I done? Hi Amanda. Last week they spilled an entire jar of apple juice. You guys hear why it's so quiet? Because they spilled an entire jar of apple juice last week, and so now they're upstairs with their dad. I was like, you're taking off Wednesday from work so you can watch them while I do my video. Oh my gosh. I was not happy last week after they did that. But such is life when you are trying, hi Melissa, when you are trying to shoot a live show and have 2 kids running around the house. Things are bound to happen. They are bound to test my limits and my patience because they know that my full attention is not on them. All right, so again with the garlic, since we're making this into a dressing and we're not cooking the onion, you want to make it as small as you possibly can, just because I have tears dripping down my eyes. I'm trying. You want it small as possible because you don't want somebody like taking a big bite of like a raw onion and be like, oh my gosh. So just make it as small as you possibly can. Obviously you could use a food processor or buy this already done for you. So that would save some time too. All right, so we are going to throw that in there. I'm going to have to probably stop and go get a tissue. Hold on. I'm crying. Okay. Hold on. Onions. I hate them. Okay, hold on. Somebody said something. You can't be. Okay, so you can't chop stuff. Well, you don't want to. I shouldn't say you can't. You don't want to. So you can just buy it like that. All right. So the next part of this dressing, the rest of this dressing is super easy after you get that point. We are going to do a whole cup of apple cider vinegar. Hold on. So the water for the pasta is boiling. I just have a box of, this is tricolored rotini. So I'm gonna walk off. There's no point in turning you guys around. I'm just gonna walk off and throw that in there. The whole thing. And then that's gonna cook while we finish this. So let's check our time. So we're at a little over 8 minutes. Obviously pasta is gonna take another 8 minutes, and hopefully around the time that's done, we're almost gonna be completely done with this. I need a whole cup of olive oil. I should have popped the thing out before I did this. I might not have enough of this bottle. I'm gonna have to go grab another bottle. Hold on. I don't have quite enough in here. Hold on one second. Hi, Judy. All right. Standby bottle of olive oil. All right, so you need a whole cup of that. So we're gonna pour that in there. So we're making hold on, Amanda said something. This does seem good for a potluck type of thing. Feeds a lot and seems, yes, it's super inexpensive for a potluck. Like you're not taking like burgers or something like that. That can be expensive. Or macaroni where you're putting like 18 different types of cheese inside of it. All right, so we're making Italian dressing for our Italian ham pasta salad. The water's boiling over, so hold on. Okay, we should be good. All right, so we're making the Italian dressing for the Italian ham pasta salad. So I have onions, garlic, olive oil, and apple cider vinegar inside of there right now. I am going to, actually I don't want to use that knife for the lemon. All right, so I am going to squeeze the juice from a half of a lemon. I always juice it into my hand. That way, if there's any seeds, it'll just catch it and the juice just runs off into my hand. You can use a juicer or whatever else. This is just like super fast to do it that way. All right, so juice from half a lemon. Wait, I need the whole lemon. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I mean, I do know what I'm doing. I just get a little confused when we do it live. Sometimes I'm like, wait, no, I needed the whole thing. All right. The water is like on medium, and for whatever reason, it's because I'm doing live. The water's like, I know it's on medium, but I'm still gonna boil over. It should be okay. All right. So juice from the whole lemon. Then I never got a teaspoon, so we're gonna eyeball this. A teaspoon of black pepper. You can use fresh cracked, or just use just already ground up for you. All right, I need 1.5 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. And then the last thing is I need 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Paprika. Does your water always talk to you? I guess. All right. So we are stirring all of this together. And this is similar to if you went to a store and got a zesty Italian dressing. This is what it would be. So homemade zesty Italian dressing. Obviously the oil is separating, but as soon as, like, if I kept stirring it, like you can see, like it stirs all together. I'm throwing it out of the bowl. It stirs all together. And then it won't, like, as soon as you put it in the pasta salad, it's fine. All right, so next thing that we are going to do is we're going to start working on the vegetables for this pasta salad. So the first vegetable that I'm going to do is I have a whole cucumber here. Sorry, I'm trying to wipe off the knife. We are not going to take the skin off of this. Obviously, if for whatever reason you like this skin off, you can take it off, but for this recipe it doesn't really matter. If for whatever reason you're concerned about what I just did, my great-grandmother told my mom, or well, I guess her mom, and then her mom told her that whenever you cut the end off a cucumber, you're supposed to rub it to stay sweet. I don't know, it's like a family thing, and oh wait, I'm not supposed to cut this. I just do it because that's what they told me to do. So, oh, weird family thing. All right, I'm going to make this easy. I'm actually going to cut this in half lengthwise. So just in half. And then don't laugh at me. Amanda, that's probably you. Don't laugh at me. So we cut that in half, and then, actually it's easier to do it this way. We are just going to cut each half of that into slices. If you're going somewhere, or you're making this for your own dinner and you have kids, I suggest just doing them thin. You could even quarter it so it's just smaller for them, so they're not trying to stuff an entire cucumber into their mouth, because they're going to, because they're kids. Hi, Dale. That's my aunt. Say hi, Aunt Dale. So my mom's been on here. My aunt is on here. Just a family affair. Hello. Somebody say something? Oh, no. I thought somebody had commented. But they didn't. All right. So we are cutting up this cucumber into slices. We are making an Italian ham pasta salad in under 30 minutes. So we can do this. It's easy. All right. So the entire half of the cucumber goes in there. I got a small bowl, and I just realized that I probably should have grabbed a much larger bowl. So we will have to do that in a little bit. We'll do that after the pasta is done. Alright, so I am just cutting up, and I washed, just in case for whatever reason you joined really late, I washed all the vegetables before I started the video. That's one of the things that I prepped ahead of time, so don't think that I'm being like gross and I didn't wash the vegetables. I did. So we are leaving the skin on the cucumber. If you don't like the skin, feel free to take it off. I just like the way, the little extra texture that adds to the dish. All right, so plus it's really healthy for you. So we did the cucumber. We are throwing that into a separate bowl over here. I'm gonna get the seeds off of here, and we are going to go to the next vegetable. So I have a pint of cherry tomatoes here. I need about half of that. And then for each of the cherry tomatoes, we are either going to cut them into halves, or if they are larger, we're going to cut them into thirds. Sometimes early in the growing season right now, sometimes whatever store you shop at, they will have pretty small tomatoes still. Or if you make this recipe in the winter, I find that peak tomato season, sometimes the tomatoes are much larger, like this, instead of, you see the difference, instead of this. So if you have a really large one, cut it into thirds. If they're smaller ones, then you can get away with just cutting those in half. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up all of our tomatoes. Hold on, my computer went away. Oh, my computer died. All right, so hold on. So I have to reach over to see. For safety, bend your finger. I know. So you're just joining. I give the disclaimer every video that I'm just a normal mom. I'm not a chef. So I don't have superior knife skills. Hi, Danny. So, I did take a knife class and they did tell me that. I just find it super awkward and I feel like I'm gonna cut my finger more if I try to like hold it like that. It's weird to me. All right, so we're making Italian ham pasta salad. The pasta is cooking. It has 2 more minutes over there before we drain it. I'm cutting up the vegetables. So we already made Italian dressing, zesty Italian dressing. I cut up a cucumber and some cherry tomatoes so far. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to cut up half of each of these peppers. Hold on, my computer died, so I can't see my comments close. 1, you're adorable. 2, why are you cooking in a denim jacket? You're making me hot. Okay, so 1, thank you. I appreciate that. 2, you have to remember that I'm in Jersey, not in Florida, so it's still like low 60s. It might not even have hit 60 yet, so it's a little chilly. We have the windows open because it gets hot in here when I cook, and I'm nervous because I'm doing a live video, and typically my children are running around, so it gets really hot. So that's why. And I was trying to look cute today. I usually look a hot mess. My hair still look a hot mess, cause that's just me. But I was trying to look cute. It's 60 high of 60. It's 60. It's not 85 already in Florida at 10 a.m. All right, so we are going to. I'm just slicing these peppers. So I have half of each, a red, yellow, orange, and green pepper. I'm just slicing them into slices. Hi, Lori. And then we are just gonna like cube them up. So dice, cube, however you look at that in life. We're gonna do that. All right, this one's a little weird. So slice. If I miss a comment, I can't see anymore from my computer, so if I miss a comment, I'll try to hop on after and check things out, so we're not stopping too much. Hi, friend. Okay, I forgive you. You do look cute. Super cute and trendy in those. So speaking of glasses, I'm still debating. So it was between, these are new-ish. I've had them for like 4 months now, so they're newer to me. Hold on, I gotta get the pasta. Hold on. Don't leave. Ah, it's hot. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So I just took the pasta off the stove and then, what did I do? Oh, I threw it into the colander, all right? So nothing really is happening that you guys can't see except for that. I promise. All right. So I'm just like chopping this up. Hold on, somebody said something. A proper is higher than vitamin. I don't know what that says. All right, hi Melissa. All right, so just like little cubes, okay? All right, and then we're gonna do that for all of the peppers. If you guys are just joining, we are making an Italian ham pasta salad. Besides the pasta, there is no cooking for this recipe, so yay! We don't have to cook. I'm talking too much, so my time is running out. I have found that is one of the reasons we always cut it so close, because even like even with like super simple recipes, it's like taking like 25 minutes, and I'm like, I know it doesn't take that long. And it's like, oh, because you won't stop talking. Like, keep cutting, stop talking. All right, I just want to make sure like I didn't really miss anything. Okay, that's good. So cube all of these. All right, we're throwing that into our bowl that I got that was too small. So we're gonna have to fix that later. So it's getting full. So all of our vegetables are in there. Let me clean this up just a little bit. Wipe my hands off. We're at 21 minutes. So, but I'm almost done. I am, I promise. All right. I have a block, make sure I don't cut my hand off. I have a block of mozzarella cheese. Aldi, shout out Aldi, cheap. If you want to go get expensive cheese from somewhere else, go for it. But I buy from Aldi because I'm cool like that. It would be weird. Yeah, if I wasn't talking, right, Kelly? Be like, I know, but sometimes I just feel like I talk too much in the video. All right, we are going to use half of each of these blocks and we're gonna cut it into cubes. So I typically cut it in half, then cut it in half again. So force for all of us who are helping our kids with math. I'm not looking forward to those days. I'm like, I don't remember this crap. I already feel like, so for those of you who don't know, we homeschool. So I'm trying to teach our oldest how to read. So you want cubes like this size, okay? So I'm trying to teach our oldest how to read. And it's weird because like you forget like how much is just memory at this point in the English language and how much English sucks. Because the girls are with Daddy because last week they spilled an entire jar of apple juice. So Daddy took off today and washed them. And so English just sucks. It's insanely hard. She's like saying like, I'm like, what does this say? And she'll be like, it says this. And phonetically, like how she's learning, that's what it says. But in the English language, I'm like, oh no, that's not what that says. So, like sight words and all this other stuff, it's a mess. Hold on, I missed something. I need a sous chef for this. It's not that hard, guys. Come on. All right, so we're gonna throw all of our cheese in there. All right, the last thing that we're gonna do here is I have an already cooked, this is just a little ham that you can get from any grocery store. Again, I got mine from Aldi if you didn't see the beginning. So if I can get it at Aldi, you guys can get it anywhere. This one is actually already pre-sliced. So you can see like it's just little slices. It doesn't matter, you can get it and cut it. I need half of this, so a whole pound of ham. And essentially, we just want little cubes of this, or since it's already sliced, it's just gonna be little slices. You just want it a lot smaller than it is in here for the recipe. So I cut that in thirds. What does it say? English is a right? I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. All right, so I'm just chopping up this ham because obviously if we're making Italian ham pasta salad, we need some ham. So the last step, this didn't cut down here, so I'm just gonna slice this just a little bit. Don't mind me. All right, so again, I got a dish that was too small, so I'm gonna grab another one. Hold on 1 second. Maybe, don't look at my messy cabinet, which is kind of impossible since I'm opening it and you guys can see. All right, hold on, I'm gonna go rinse this. Don't leave me, because I'll take like 33 seconds, and I know you guys can still hear me. All right, so I just rinsed that out. All right, so now it's time to put everything together. So we have our ham, we're gonna throw that in there. Amanda, I know you're still watching and bringing this to your house because we can't eat all of this by ourselves. We're not going to no cookout. All right, so we have that. We have the cheese and all of the vegetables that we cooked. We're gonna throw that in there. This dish still isn't big enough. I still have to add the pasta. This is a lot. We are going to do an eighth of a cup of Parmesan cheese. So that gets spread in there. And then I can't see. Tomorrow, yeah, I can bring it over tomorrow. And then I don't need all of this dressing. So you can save it and use it for salad or whatever else you need. But I only need a cup and a half of it. So you have about a little over another half of a cup of it. So I'm gonna stir this around. If you happen to be gluten-free, you can you can leave the pasta out of this completely. Like, you don't necessarily like have to do that. And then you just have like a fun pasta-less dish. I kind of like pasta-lish. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get the pasta. Hold on. Don't leave me. I can't sing. I shouldn't have done that. All right. All right, so we have the pasta here. I am going to carefully put that in there. Throw that over there. And we are going to stir this together. And then we're done. So who wants to come over? Who wants to come over and have dinner? So again, you know, when it's really hot outside, I like making dishes like this because it has your carb, it has protein from the cheese and the ham inside of it, and then technically this is a perfect size dish. And then I don't have to worry about, like, I hate eating hot food when it's hot outside. So it's like 80 degrees and I'm like eating like something right out of the oven. I don't like it. So I like to do stuff like this. But also if you're going for dinner, but also if you're going to like a dinner cookout or something, it's a great like full meal too. So it's done. Wait, it's completely done. Stop it. So we did it 27 minutes, 42 seconds, well under 30 minutes. And then this is what it looked like. So if you want the recipe, it is in the status of the message or whatever of the video. So you guys can grab it. Hold on, I can't see. Like, I know, it's a big bowl. So this is dinner for the entire week. Obviously you guys can, you know, you can cut it in half, you can do whatever. Like, you don't have to make the full recipe. But it's clearly enough food for a large crowd. Or if you're meal prepping on Sunday, it's enough for lunch and dinner every single day of the week. But hey, we made a huge dish in under 30 minutes. I bet leftovers taste better. Yes, so you can obviously eat this right away, or you can let it like chill completely for a couple hours. Obviously this, I keep saying obviously, that's like obviously. So you can, you know, store this in the fridge for like up to a week or so, maybe a little less than that. And then I keep saying now I'm like self-consciously like saying it all the time. Anyways, we're done. Under 30 minutes, huge dish. Save the extra dressing to add. Yes, to add to it another day. So that's it. I'm done. Obviously, we do this every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us next Wednesday for another meal. Thank you guys for watching and joining our kitchen and being with me.